And there's something you said that was so important. You said, often we associate disordered eating or eating disorders with young women. But there's a psychologist, Margot Main, and what she talks about is that there's actually two times where women are most vulnerable to disordered eating, which disordered eating is that feeling of, oh, should I control what I eat? What diet should I be on? Maybe I can't eat this and I can't eat that and I can't eat this. And I feel bad about what I just ate. It's that war that we have with our body. That's that disordered eating, that when I eat, I feel shame. So she talks about there are two stages in our life as a woman that we're most susceptible to disordered eating, which can lead to life-threatening eating disorders. Or it just, as a disordered eating behavior, just makes us feel bad all the time. But one is that moving into fertility, young women, because our bodies are changing, dramatically changing, in a way that is natural to gain 20, 30 pounds so that our body can actually do that shift into fertility. We get curves, we get more subcutaneous fat. We have to get our body ready for fertility. While at the same time, our culture says, no, 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 no. You should look like what you looked like when you were 11. Don't be changing. And our culture comes at us heavy hitting, sexualizing young girls whose bodies have just changed. So that's one time where we're super vulnerable. But there's another time that often we don't talk about. And that is the time coming out of fertility, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopause, when again, our body is doing a very natural process of big change. Big changes are happening because we're moving out of a period where we need to support a baby in our body. And so there are going to be natural changes. But again, our society goes, oh, no, no, no. You should look like you did when you were 18 or when you were, I don't know, 21 and fit into those skinny jeans, right? So there's so much pressure on women, and it's very important if you're in that stage in your 40s, in your 50s, where you're like, oh, what's happening to my body? And there's that feeling of discrepancy, to realize like it's not just, oh, I need to go on a diet. This is a time where actually my relationship with my body, and I say that very deliberately, it is a relationship that we are having with our body. My relationship with my body is in a vulnerable stage, and it is a time where I need to focus on it. Just like if I was having problems in my marriage, right? I want to get support. I want to get help. I want to get therapy so that I can have a healthy, strong relationship that lasts the duration. The same is true with our relationship with our body.
I absolutely love what you're saying, because it's true. I mean, we are so much affected by all the pressure around us, and particularly when we are in that phase of perimenopause that is already stressful per se. There are all these
Yes.
this cocktail of hormones going on in our body. So we need to deal with all that pressure already. And then there is the sense of comparison, the social media bringing all the images of these beautiful ladies in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yes.
There are a number of ladies, I mean, actresses, and
absolutely.
I looked at Jane Fonda the other day, and she's younger than she has ever been.
Well, and right, we think about Martha Stewart just being on the cover of Sports Illustrated, right? And it's also important. So we've got these beauty ideals that are so lofty that the beauty ideal fits on the size of a postage stamp, right? So you have like this tiny chance of fitting into our culture's beauty ideals. And it's important to understand, like I agree with Margot Main 100%. There's a vulnerability that happens perimenopause, menopause, but there's also vulnerability that happens because we're being fed this message that our body is only acceptable if at 80 something we feel comfortable being on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Again, like, Martha Stewart can do whatever the heck she wants. She's a powerful woman. It's her body, your choice. And it really sets a painful standard for our culture that, oh, this is what beauty should look like. So we're vulnerable because of our society, and we're also vulnerable because of our life story. Many women have had cancer, right? And so their breasts are different, or their breasts are replaced, or they don't exist, or we've had illnesses, or after we had kids, our body really changed. So all of these ways that our body becomes that don't fit into that tiny postage stamp size of beauty that our culture says that's how you're supposed to look, it sets us up for a war with our body. And it sets us up for what I call body management. And body management is that, oh gosh, it's Sunday night. What diet am I starting tomorrow? Oh, it's Tuesday night and I've already failed. Ugh, I'll just eat everything. I'll start again on Thursday, right? Oh, there's a new book with a new diet. Let me try that one. Oh, all my girlfriends are going on Weight Watchers. Let me do that. That's body management. That sense of I need to be in control. I'm going to get really tight about it. I'm going to get really aggressive with my body. I'm going to bully my body into submission so that it looks like this ridiculous postage stamp size of beauty. And the reality is, and this is so important, the reality is that body management doesn't work. And if we think about it this way, right? If you're with anybody, a pet, a sibling, a child, a parent, and you constantly boss them and manage them, what are they going to do? They're going to be like, no, right? The rebel shows up. They're like, don't boss me. Don't tell me what to do, right? Their autonomy, their actual human nature of wanting autonomy bubbles to the top, and there's pushback. And that's exactly what happens with our relationship with our body. We're getting all aggressive with her. We're getting all body management. And she's like, I'm not eating that. I'm going to eat whatever the heck I want to eat. I'm going to do what I want to do. And then we're like, oh my gosh, I'm out of control. What am I going to do? I feel so terrible. Something's wrong with me. I'm broken. I can't figure this out. And then we feel shame and we feel bad and we don't show up in the family pictures. We hide in the back behind a kid. We don't go to that social engagement because, oh my gosh, there's going to be women we're comparing. We don't go to the reunion because, oh my gosh, don't look like I did. And we shut down our engagement with life. So to come back to this idea of we have a relationship with our body, if that relationship isn't a good one, we actually limit our pleasure of life, our enjoyment of life, our engagement with life.
Thank you. Very much appreciated.
Thank you so much, Rosanna.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this content, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell and like this video. See you in the next one.